going up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Well, for the Grizzlies, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2 wins to none. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, Craig.
Evening in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Our setting tonight, the FedEx Forum. It's the Pistons, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. So for the Pistons in this matchup, they got to be feeling pretty good as they won that last outing against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the chart.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the...
Thanks very much.
He definitely is tough to handle in there, David. Thanks so much. And now, Chris, a few games under their belts. We're seeing some inexperienced guys take that next step, make that leap.
Well, yeah, I mean, guys are really doing a great job on that level and given the opportunity to play in this game. And it's maybe because so many young players are being counted off to big roles now. You know, the game has kind of changed where in the past they would be on the side learning from a veteran and being kind of introduced and slowly introduced to the game. Right now, though, guys, we've seen what they've done in college. We know they had great coaches and great coaching. And so, yes, the bar has moved up where we expect younger players to do more because the game is built for younger players. Fast pace, speed in the game, shooting threes, just having fun out there. And so, yeah, I think a lot more is expected of young guys. And I think they're embracing the fact that they have a lot more responsibility.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Big Daddy. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Durant finds Thompson.
He's big enough to cause damage inside. Thomas gets sent to the strike.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Bird outside. Valanciunas inside. Defended by Drummond. The Grizzlies shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops from Valanciunas. Valanciunas hits them both.
Free throw ability makes them tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with it.
Irving against Jackson. Irving passes to Durant. Pocket 6. Inside. Here's Big Daddy, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Conley kicks to Bird. Here's Jackson. It's Drummond with the rebound. And so is Drummond with it. He'll bring it up to Detroit. The offensive rebound. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he recovers it. Oh, good from Big Daddy.
And scorers here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And the shot goes down.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make them earn those points in the strike.
the 12-footer.
Mid-range game. Terrific at being assertive. And on the attack from
Irving kicks to Drummond. Back to Irving to the right side. Here's Big Danny, covered by Conley. 6 to shoot. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
not a very consistent quarterback in terms of shooting.
To the inside, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, no, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover had it, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Anderson outside. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Launches it. And that's good. Michael Conley for 3. Conley's got 5.
Okay. 4 for 5 from the floor right now. Wasting no time in this offense road.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Durant, on a move like that, so difficult to defend. Even if you're standing there waiting for him, he can still create an advantage.
The Pistons shoot their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Once he gets into a groove like that, he can just count.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Conley kicks to Anderson. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Hey, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player putting in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Blake Griffin each checked in for Andre Drummond. Valanciunas dishes to Anderson. Memphis moving that ball around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 7.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this level. And you watch Kyle Anderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. And just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense. And wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
Outside Jackson. Goes up with a strike. Misses off the left iron. Pistons trail by 5 to the right side. Back to Griffin. Passes it to Irving. Thompson for the triple. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They're beaten by the Pelicans in the last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
That's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt him out of their normal routine.
Man, he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Outside Durant. Out left in the wing. Here's Big Danny. He's covered by Anderson. The rebound by Anderson.
Hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around.
And it's Bird missing. Pistons trail by 7 to the paint. Here's Durant. And he pokes in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offense is.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. At 3 off the mark. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here. Outside for Durant. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Griffin. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's around 14 points per game, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Thompson in the posts. Bird cover.
You really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Pass to Valanciunas. Griffin with the steal. Durant, the pass to Big Daddy. And then an LU jam.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. You can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Irving against County. Anderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. A 3. The shot from uphold. And the Pistons now going the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last.
And we all know a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed in the game. You really could tell they worked out. His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going out.
Irving passes to Big Daddy. Thompson looking for an opening. Over Bird. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And that's now 6 points for Klay Thompson.
You see the high shot release, the quick trigger? Klay Thompson's always had this shot in his arsenal.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Joakim Noah's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Now comes in for Jackson. Parsons checked in for Kyle Anderson. And Brooks subbed in for Bird. Here's Jackson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points for this first shot this game.
Oh, and really, Jackson excels when the defense gets physical with him. He's more than up for any challenge.
Conley finds Parsons. Here's Noah. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Down low, grab, and telephone jamming that one home.
On the floor, general skills of Conley. He has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
Jackson down low. He had 13 points in the win against Indiana. Here's Brooks. A rebound by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kennard. Brooks covering. Here's the teardrop. Kennard's shot is off.
Everything looked good until the finish. It all.
Parsons' shot is off. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Griffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years. Their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 points in the season. Now, less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and every increased skill set.
Real good quality from Parsons. You can tell he embraces trying to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And that one falls for Parsons.
And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injuries. Yeah, you think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions, first half. They've established great inside position.
Brooks gets to Parsons. And there's the pass to Rapp. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Noah dishes to Conley. Here's the three. Rebound to Detroit. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago. He was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time, thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of that. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Grizzlies. Pass to Rapp. Parsons looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Conley. Three-pointer. And the ball will be against Joakim Noah. That'll be his second foul of the game. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here. Here's Big Daddy. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Drip it. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, you know he's crafty when he's close into the bucket. Why would you better foul him? I mean, you love seeing Griffin be poised on these interior shots.
Conley gets to Parsons. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one to strike.
Bounce pass, take it there. Very nice assist.
Grizzlies have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Memphis has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Conley gets to Rapp. About 3 seconds between shot and game play. Back to Conley. Puts up a 3. Detroit with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Big Daddy. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. And now a 4-point Detroit lead. We'll return shortly.
guys who've led this team and did the things that they did. I learned that kind of stuff in the back.
And you know, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Getting high percentage loads, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Kennard is out there with Jackson. That's Big Daddy. And then there's Andre Drummond. Now here's Conley. He had a 30-point outing the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked by Big Daddy. No good there. Parsons with some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Pacers was terrific. He ended up with 53 points and caused real problems for shooters with his shot blocking. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got to talk to him tonight.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that high, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. The biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of them.
You're on the best of Big Daddy. And he shares it with authority.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Conley finds Parsons. Shot from the low block. Kennard with the rebound. Pistons leading by 10. Dishes it to Jackson. And he finishes nicely on the way. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast to get that shot off.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Reggie Jackson, drafted by the Thunder with the 24th pick in 2011. Now, despite playing big minutes, he wasn't happy backing up Westbrook. He wanted the chance to start.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Noah. Jackson comes in for Yvonne Rapp. Kyle Anderson, who's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And Bird in for Mike Conley. And Jackson burned some bridges on his way out of Oklahoma City. Some felt he put himself before the team.
It worked out financially. I mean, a 5-year, $80 million contract. I mean, it's doubtful the Thunder could have afforded it. But from that standpoint, hard to knock him.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
That's part of what makes him a great player. His effort level always stays high.
Jackson gets to Anderson. Looks the best of Valanciunas. Over Drummond. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own. I mean, it's exhausting. It takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Anderson kicks to Bird. To the middle to end the drought. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 7 points. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson in the corner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A remarkable touch from the gifted guard. Thompson's crafty at getting past defenders.
Bird with it. Guarded now by Irving. Bird against Irving. Down low. That one's good, and the Pistons lead is cut back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Valanciunas.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Irving attacking, and Jackson with the block. Inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Irving with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Jackson with the block. It's Brooks on the wing. Off the mark, get a chance to trim it to single digits. Detroit leading by 12. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And Drummond closes out.
Well, you just gotta respect the leaping ability of Drummond, leaving the floor effortlessly, throwing it through the hoop.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
How about Andre Drummond making his second All-Star appearance in 2018? He's been playing some of his best basketball. I mean, one of the top 5 or 6 centers in the game, if you ask me.
Durant's checked in for Detroit. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting...
So is Detroit, taking a 19-point lead into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Bird is out there with Conley. And it's Valanciunas at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's very rare to have a player that has the size of Durant, also have the ability to float one over the defender. I mean, just simply amazing.
Bird against Thompson. Bird kicks to Jackson. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Thompson with the bucket.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Anderson in the post, defended by Big Daddy, and Anderson gets it to go.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Conley against Irvin. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
He's one of today's great clutch performers. That's Kyrie Irving. Look, think about this. In 2016, Game 7 of the Finals, he hit the pivotal 3 with just 53 seconds left. And that's just the most famous of his end-of-game accomplishments.
The challenge with defending Kyrie, Chris, is how to prevent him from hitting those game-changing shots.
Yeah, how do you check on him? He has the range from deep. There may not be a better ball handler in the game, and he's a tremendous finisher in the paint. He's a triple threat.
Conley up top. He's covered by Thompson. This one for 3. Fresh 24 for Memphis. Here's Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Pistons.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
That one is off. With shooting at such a premium in today's game, let's talk aesthetics, Chris. For your money, the prettiest jump shot you think going in the league right now?
There's 4 that come to mind, and one guy that doesn't play in the league anymore. This is Klay Thompson. You know he can knock it down. Probably the best catch-shoot guy in the league. Now you got to go to Bradley Beal.
Beautiful stroke.
And Ray Allen. They had 2 of the prettiest strokes you've ever seen. Steph Curry, the flea flicker, how quick it is pure, but I got to add one person. Steph Curry's dad. He had a pretty jump shot, too.
Dale Curry.
I played against Dale, and it was so quick and so similar to Steph's shot that anytime I see Steph, I think of his dad. I used to tell Steph a couple years ago, I think your dad can still shoot better than you, but I think he's improving.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Conley against Irvin. Conley finds Valanciunas. Got a piece of it. Irving with the steal. Outside Durant. Puts one up from 19. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Hey guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Drummond, and he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about is rotation. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Rockets. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Memphis, 9 games back.
And for the Grizzlies, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
But it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bird. Rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
I mean, the playmaking skills of Irving, a great passer. I mean, a high IQ player.
The Grizzlies have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Conley feeling it out. Durant against Anderson. Back to Conley. Tries to save it, but they recover it. Tries again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. For Memphis, they have been shooting right around 75% of the line. 9 of 12 so far. It's Drummond high post. Valanciunas is there. Drummond passes to Durant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside Conley. He kicks it to Jackson. Goes up to the stripe. Offensive rebound. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
6 to shoot. Here's Thompson, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
A great job of mixing speeds on the dribble. I mean, Clay's ball handling is one of his biggest improvements since entering the league.
Here's Anderson. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Anderson. And that's now 18 points for Valanciunas. The Pistons have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Durant against Anderson. Durant finds Drummond. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And they're moving it up. Here's Brooks. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Detroit. Outside Durant. Thompson outside. Pass to Drummond. Anderson against Durant. Over Anderson. And there's another one for the Pistons. for Memphis. They've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Now here's Conley. He's started by Big Daddy. Brooks misses. Pistons shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And Thompson gets it to go.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now into the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Brooks the pass to Anderson. Irving against Conley. Back to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go. Irving with the rebound. And that one's good. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Conley kicks to Jackson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Baseline try, and Detroit again with the bucket.
So smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
Outside Conley. Launches a 3. Here's Valanciunas. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Some changes for Memphis. Rabb comes in for Jackson. And Chandler Parsons in for Anderson. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Griffin's checked in for Drummond. Andre Robertson comes in for Kevin Durant. Kennard, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Jackson in for Kyrie Irving.
And you can see that Jackson has put a lot of work in on his mid-range J. Definitely a legitimate threat from there.
To the middle, here's Valanciunas. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Valanciunas has got 23.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Look, Mike Conley, he's the kind of point guard who does all of the little things. Smart, solid on offense and defense, and consistent with production. He's a true floor leader. I mean, his impact, he goes beyond the numbers, way beyond the numbers.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Pass to Rabb. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was left Golden State to Washington, they gave them a triple-double in 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double. And beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret having scored 24 hours to the next game. They let you go.
I love that thought process. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And the free throw, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Here's Rabb, and a beautiful feat leads to a monster jam.
It's the moving target with the knee pass. He made it look so easy.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Mike Conley. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 23 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
Oh, no, if it's a juggernaut, he can just beat you in so many ways. You got to give it up for him.
Brooks, that's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's such a dependable facilitator. Conley knows it's his responsibility to share the wealth with his guy.
Jackson finds Robertson. There's a minute left to play in the third. And there's the pass to Big Daddy. Over Conley, knocks it down in the bucket from Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's taking over the game. The lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Finally, the pass to Rapp. Now Noah. Larson's outside. Back to Noah. Comes up empty down low. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Conley against Jackson. Outside Conley. Larson's on the wing. The 19-foot shot. The shot, no good. And so it's the Detroit Pistons having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And a different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Maker. Big Daddy comes in for Robertson. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Jackson. On the floor for Detroit, the athletic front pair is Griffin and Drummond. Irving is out for Klay Thompson. And it's Big Daddy in at the three.
It's been a rough game for him. It won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Jackson misses.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space. Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
And this has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Anderson with the ball. Now defended by Big Daddy. And Anderson gets to Conley. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
When you're up by double digits, they're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the net. That's his focus right now.
Ellis is checked in for Yvonne Rapp. C-Web, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away position. When you are young, you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team, and I make you a center, and I pull you to one end, and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same, and I believe that coaches should teach great skill set, shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be, instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player this whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Conley dishes to Jackson. Anderson outside. And Memphis turns it over again. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing. No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Bird's shot is good.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
And it's Irving with the ball for Detroit. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on, tremendous court sense vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
Conley against Irving. Right side, Conley. From deep. No good on that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Here's Big Daddy. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 36 points for Big Daddy.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate. Here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
Conley kicks to Ellis. Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit there, but I think we can handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players. They can actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, Kevin. You like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have a team.
I would love to see it. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know we have to have that come back. And then there's some places. Think about how great the city is. How they just embrace this study team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion. And fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, we promise we'll nurture it, take care of it, and root for it the loudest. And I like having it. I think it's time to definitely investigate expansion. We got to get back to Seattle first.
Good on the triple.
That matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had one in the first, now he's got one in the second.
A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Here's Anderson. Griffin with some nice D.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and then cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And cashing it hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
Jackson with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Conley's shot is off.
It's the look he wants and still no look. Tough night.
The Big Daddy passes to Irving. Another 3 for Detroit.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Conley finds Anderson. Back to Conley. And again, Memphis no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Bird, the pass to Anderson. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Jackson. Compared to when you were playing C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power 4s and the centers, changed, you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I played with some great defenders. Ben Wallace, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with a total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or is a way to make sure to highlight you with a mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. And Parsons kicks to Ellis. Parsons outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Perkins. He finds that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
But he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Big Daddy.
From an offensive standpoint, he was their leader tonight. Whenever they needed a big bucket, he was always the guy to come up.
Drummond working against Ellis. Back to Perkins. A 3-ball. The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And how about that quiet confidence with which no one plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Noah with the block. Carter for 3, connects from 3-point range. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. On the wing, Brown. Luke, Brooks covering. Here's Big Daddy. Noah with the block. Parsons dishes to Carter. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Does anyone else think that there was some goaltending happening in the second half they didn't call? Because, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, it's the baby.
Hey, you're an item man, my
What's up,
friend.
Charlie?
Jack and Kenny want to chat?
All right, Chad.
Good luck.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Hey, this is Shaq. I gotta give you credit. You're playing like an old school big man tonight, dominating on the glass, in the paint, communicating with your teammates. Talk about your approach heading into this game.
Well, Shaq, Coach is always telling us how important it is to battle on the glass. That's something that falls on the shoulders of big men on this team. You know, I just tried to come in with a hungry attitude, not give up on any single play, and that applies to both scoring and rebounding. I thought as a team we did a good job in both areas tonight.
Ernie Kinley, I love this kid.
Love you too, Shaq.